I'd like to welcome everyone in the session, and this is a spectacular workshop to which I am looking forward with absolutely remarkable speaker and remarkable organizer of the workshop. I am Bożena Pasik-Duncan, and I'm connecting with you from very early morning from Kansas, University of Kansas. So it's in the heart of the United States. It's a very early morning, so let us start this workshop. We have spectacular, in my judgment, remarkable woman, and only Returning Mothers Conference can have that privilege and honor to have Dr. Inderpreet Kaur. I pronounce in English, but you will tell us how to pronounce in another language. And if I will start talking about her, I will take the entire 1 hour. She is able to integrate education, service to community, and administration, high-level dean, and so on. She is IEEE impact creator, and this is what, if I would talk about you, I would point out creativity. So this is that creator, transmitter. But she also was selected and trained and went through those training of STEM powering future women leaders by World Bank. So she has incredible credibility. And what impressed me very much, because I am member of IEEE, in fact, 33 years. So IEEE is like part of me. And I also serve on IEEE Fellow Committee. So knowing that Inderpreet has 50 patents and 32 of them are already published and 4 are on the way is absolutely the most impressive. You should be, it's overdue, IEEE Fellow for you, so I can say. But she also represents such an incredible spectrum of the interest, research interest. So is smart grid, is optical fiber communication, renewable energy, and so many others. And she supervises PhD students. She is dean. She was everything. So she goes from electrical machinery to engineering education research. But also those electrical cars, everything electrical. So we will hear what amazed me. She's a winner of so many awards. Of course, one of the most important Indian women in India. So, but what impressed me the most when I read about you, that you try to convert or create that safe environment on the campus of your university, of your workplace. I wish that you could come to University of Kansas and do that, e-bikes, e-cars, everything electrical and convert. So I think that with that, I will stop, because you will say, I would like you to say during your presentation, during your sharing with us your journey, you can share what is the closest to your heart, what is the most important, what you are the most proud, because you wrote books, you wrote papers, journal papers, you did everything. What I am educator, I also believe in education, I also I am researcher, but what you contributed, the broad spectrum of everything what you do and what you've done is remarkable. So let me introduce to all participants a remarkable woman, a remarkable leader. Thank you. This is your floor.
Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you, Panasa, for introducing me so well. Thank you for your kind words and invitation to University of Kansas. So definitely we will visit probably this COVID situation prevails. So thank you for your invite. And I'm lucky to share this platform with you. It's an honor for
Sure.
me to you. Thank you, Vanessa. So my topic is it's on igniting the imagination part for the marketable concepts or the ideas sellable in the market. So this is how I'm going to start my presentation. Hope it is visible to the audience. I hope, Vanessa, my screen is visible.
Excellent.
So, okay. Before starting my presentation, it's on igniting the imagination power. So it's my duty to ignite that power within yourself. So the theme of today's workshop is feel, think, and do. That the doing part is on the research, on the innovation. This picture which I have copied from the net itself, can you imagine how many patents it has in this picture? How many ideas can be patentable? Any idea? You just have an idea, I hold this slide for you. You just count how many ideas are there which are patentable or which are patented. Just count. We will discuss your answer at the end of my slides. So this is how I hope I will give you 1 minute or 30 seconds. Just have a look on this picture that how many ideas are there in the picture which are patentable or which are already patented or which you can think can be patentable. So just count 1, 2, 3, how many there are. So moving further, as Professor Bonanza had told that I have been selected for professional development program training on STEM form offered by SAGE, that is South Asia Gender and Energy Facility offered PAN. I'm definitely glad to my mentors Ramlata ma'am, Nitya, Radha Ganeshan and Alda for guiding me, for mentoring me for this workshop. So before start with that ignition power that we all have, how to ignite our memory or brain to search for the idea, to look for the problem which can be innovative. So before doing that searching within among ourselves, around ourselves, first of all, my aim is for you to just ignite yourself, search or assess who you are, like who am I? So it is the first question before the start of presentation or before searching for an idea to be patentable. Like me, I am a mother, I am a wife, I am a daughter, I am daughter-in-law, I am sister, I am sister-in-law, and I am a cook, I am very foodie. So these are my other I am. Except my professional, I am an educator. I am presently director of a young startup of India. I am academic visitor at BCU UK. I am IEEE secretary. I am academic nominee for EMA Chandigarh chapter, like that. So we have to first analyze, assess ourselves, who we are, to whom or to which problem or which area we are looking for. So this is a brief introduction which Vanessa has shared me. Thank you, Professor. So this is my flow presentation, how we are moving forward to that, ignite that imagination power that we all have. So this is how we are moving further. My presentations will involve the basic difference and definition of invention and innovation, its main components, and importance of creativity thinking for invention as well as for innovation, and about IPRs, main parts of patent application. I'm lucky and happy to share at this platform. Before the start of this event, around 20 years back, I got an email that one of my patent is again granted from Government of India. So I have now 5 patents which are now granted. So it is all the creativity thinking and the critical thinking we have. So basically, the true sign of intelligence is not the knowledgeable, but the imagination. To imagine, to search for the solution to the problem, to the challenge, because every challenge has a solution, and that solution is patentable. This is the summary of my presentation. So let's start and understand what is the role of creativity, invention, and innovation. So basically, what is invention? Invention is creation of something new, new concept, new idea, new methodology. And innovation is having something new on that already existing invention to make that invention easy to use, or maybe more economical, or maybe more easily or accessible to the user. So this is how we can define invention and innovation. So basically, invention is creating something new, and innovation is creating the new concept for the already existing invention. And creativity is that innovative idea which we can add on to already existing invention. So creativity is turning that innovative idea into reality. So these are two terms, and normally these days we are dealing with one more term, that is ICE: innovation, invention, creativity, and an entrepreneurship. So this is the theme of Returning Mother by IEEE 2021. So I hope you can understand. So basically, if we are want to have one example of the basic difference between innovation, invention, and creativity, we can take an example of transportation. Like in earlier days, when we discuss how to do the transportation or what is the different means of transportation, then car comes. Car may be the invention at that time, maybe 2, 3, or 100 years or 150 years around that. So innovation is that facility. We have the cars, but the Ola, Uber, Dash, InDriver, all these apps now change that transportation system. So the creativity, the invention, we already have the car, the taxi system we already have, but the invention of Ola, Uber, they change the whole concept of innovation. These Ola, Ubers, they have basically made our transportation more easy, more accessible to the user, even more economical. Earlier, the taxis will take 2,000 for one ride, but now Ola, Uber, you can just have a ride of 100 rupees, Indian 100 rupees, and you can go for that distance. So this is how the innovation is there. So creativity is that turning that innovative idea into the reality, like creating an app is a IPR activity, comes under that activity. So basically, creating something new is invention, and adding some new idea into that particular invention is the innovation, and that idea into reality, that is your creativity. So invention always follows a process, and that process has basically objective is to solve that solution, and the outcome of that invention is the solution. So this is basically a process that is to be invented. So the main component of the invention is identifying the problem. So we have to ignite ourselves, being mother, what I feel is best for my kids. That if there is, I am able to identify a problem, then it is the solution, maybe one of the invention or the innovation. For instance, like we Indian mothers, we normally have to pick and drop our kids from school to home, home to tuition centers, or maybe to the playgrounds, and we normally use two-wheeler vehicle. So it is sometimes more dangerous to drive the two-wheeler by having the kids, maybe one or two kids of smaller age, in front of that space which is between the handle and your seat. So if and most today till today we don't have, sorry, today we don't have anything, any invention which we can propose to the two-wheeler, maybe the Honda, Activa Honda, or maybe the Scooty or the Bajaj, that we are having, we as mothers, we have identified this problem, so come with the solution, and that thinking of solution is basically the creativity, and this is how the Indian patents or the patents can be filed. So we have to identify the problem, we have to identify the challenge. This is how we can, so before identifying the area of solution, we have to first know who we are, who am I. So who am I is the main component for that invention, because if we are not able to understand our role, our responsibilities, we are never ever able to identify that problem. For example, I am a good cook. I feel I am a good cook. I feel. So when I'm teaching that because we, as I'm from Punjab, the north part of India, which is very foodie state, so we always believe in frying the chana bhatura and samosas. So the that frying wali process, it will create so much pollution, or the like that fume inside the kitchen, so that even no single chimney, the high-ended chimney, can solve that solution, that problem. So this is one of the area where we can think of how that the oil fumes can be lessened down, can be stressed down by one of the problem. But this is how I can connect the problem. And you know, guys, we as Indian mothers, we spend near about 60% of our life in the kitchen, like morning bed, starting from as a machine, from morning bed tea to right dinner or the night time, by serving the lukewarm water to each and every family member, especially during these Corona or COVID days. So we are working near about 60% of our life in kitchen, despite of our professional responsibilities. So I have a problem that during especially the rush hours, during morning hours, when you have, being a mother, you have a responsibility to cook the food, you have to serve the food, you have to pack the tiffin for yourself, for your kids, for your husband, and for your family. So this is how we have to first step is to search for that problem. So it is how we can think of our brain and that creativity thinking which is already existing, and we can add something new. That is how the creativity thinking is there. So next is critical thinking. So when we search for a problem, so we have to know what is the problem, why it happens, what is the reason behind it, when it can normally occur, where the solution can be, and who it can be affected. So this is how along with the creativity, critical thinking, that 5 W's and 1 H. Here, the 1H is the solution to that problem, which we can be filed for a patent. So these 5 W's we have to identify as 5 W's by knowing who am I. So this is my basically the today's presentation. I want to ignite you that assess yourself first, who you are, to whom you are working or looking for a problem. As a mother, you are searching for a problem, a solution for that particular problem, or as a teacher, you are searching for a problem. As a student, as a learner, you are having some problem. This is how we can identify our problem. So we have to first ignite our brain, ignite ourselves. Then that how, that one W and one H, that one H, how to solve that problem. This is how that critical thinking will come into the mind. Normally we say that every human has two hemisphere of his or her brain, left brain and right brain. Right brain is for creativity and left brain is for logical or analytical skills. But and normally it says that the innovative people, they are normally right brainy. So their brain hemisphere will work bigger than the left brain. But for filing that patent, as per my point of view, I think both left brain and right brain, they play their different role. Creativity is something we can go for that solution to that problem. But the critical thinking is we can search for that problem. What is the problem? Where is the problem? How we can solve? For whom this problem will be affected, or why this happens? This is how we can go forward. For example, this is a simple example of a grass or a gardener who is lawn mower. In the right hand side picture, it has been seen that that person needs more force to push that machine to cutting the grass. So this grass cutting machine is more heavy, and it needs more force to push it ahead or maybe better direction. So this is how, as a gardener or as an observer, I can feel that we can go for a smart grass cutting system which is very handy or which uses less power. It is very smart. So this is how it depends upon the blade and the process. So this grass cutting machine is one of the invention, but creating or adding something new in it is the innovation. So this is how we can identify the problem. So why, the next question is why people invent? Maybe the social invention, or maybe the financial invention, or maybe they are the leisure invention. So depending upon the invention, like in today's scenario, we have seen that this COVID pandemic, COVID shield, Pfizer, there are so many vaccinations come as, and luckily their formulas can be shared, and these inventions are for the betterment of the society, betterment of the world, so that that COVID impact can be lowered down. So that type of invention is social invention. And where we are more focusing on the financials, like Ola, Uber, they don't have any their own car or system vehicle, but they propose some app which has the financial invention, and they are going to make money. Take an example of Airbnb. They don't have a single platform, but that students who are sharing a room, who have their rented accommodation, they have come in, they idea of renting one of the corner which is not used by them. They are planning to send that floor, that corner of their rented accommodation for further rent purpose. So this is how Airbnb comes into the picture. And other invention is just a leisure invention which makes the inventor as a pleasure to them, not for the financial benefits or for the social benefits. So this is how the intellectual property has different parts. Basically, what is IP? IP is creation of mind, your ideas. So it may be your one of the movie, any short screenplay, any street play. So that poem can be have the IP. Any invention, that invention we have as discussed, maybe social, maybe financial, or maybe leisure, or anything which is already published, maybe content on a particular website. Like for instance, IEEE website, it has its own IPs, secret formulas. Take an example of Coca-Cola, KFC, Pepsi. These, they have their secret formulas which are property. They are intellectually property. They have their rights. And other is the brand names, Nike, Adidas, like that. So this is how we can have the different type of IPs. We have the patents. That patents may be your ideas, anything, any invention, and that patent has a year of 20 years of validity. And after 20 years, we have to resubmit or renew that patent. Similarly, the trademark. The trademark is like their symbols. They have the identity of product or service, and that is for 100 years. Similarly, copyright is there. Copyright is your literature content, your poem, your story, which you have written, and it is your expression of ideas basically, and it has a validity of 60 years. Similarly, there are design patents. Suppose we have this laptop or we have this projector in front of me. So this projector, we can invent something new on it. We can put some innovative idea, some creativity, and that is a design patent. We are not doing with any process, any algorithm, but we are changing some design, more handy, more accessible, and any design part which makes that projector more economical. Similarly, the trade secrets, it has identifying long life because it is the trade secret of that particular person or that particular company. For instance, we have MDH chaat masala, 100 years old, like that. We can go for the trade secrets. So this is how why protection is required, because the protection, IP protection, it is required to assess when we are looking for funding, and it is block our competition. No one can store our idea, and we can protect an idea of research while you identify as a product, and it has a license revenue. Even if I can have one patent, if that is granted or that is filed, then I can issue that to someone else, that you can reuse or take my idea, you can use it, but I need the some royalty part or some license revenue. So this is how we can generate the income from our ideas. Source of recognition to the inventor, as it is also a sense of pride to have something of yours. Land, car, these all are tangible, but this your intellectual is non-tangible. So it is your area which you can feel proud that okay, I have so many patents which can be patented, which are patented, and which is benefited for the society, maybe in terms of financials, maybe in terms of having the social impact. So this is how we can move. So I'm keeping my slides faster to take care of the time slots also. So every patent application, it has some specifications, some algorithm, and some claims why it is different from the existing technology, what is more innovative and novel in my idea as compared to the existing idea. So these are maybe the claims which need to be protected by the inventor. And next is, if we are going for some design patent or maybe some algos or maybe the new technology or terminology, then the design are definitely required for that particular invention, but that varies from design to design. As I have already discussed that as a woman, as Indian mom, we have to spend 60% of our time in kitchen. So I have come up with this is my first patent which is filed under Indian government policies. So this is how I propose one simple automatic electric cooker which has basically 4 chambers, and these some nozzles are there which are microcontrolled. These nozzles can be used for the onion puree or tomato puree, or with pulses or vegetables and oil and water. So this is how these 4 chambers can be utilized. This is a funnel top view of these, one of the 4 funnels we have. This is the bottom portion of the cooker, and this is the upper portion where the 4 funnels are connected. And here this is basically one blade which is automatically moved depending upon the programming. So this is how I came as a mom. I came with this an idea as a mother, as a wife, as a working woman. I came with that idea to save my few of my time of my precious lifetime from the kitchen, but definitely playing my role as a good mother, as a good wife. So this is how I claim for the different processes, like for the gravy, how much time is taken place, what is the wattage cooking level. So we have to process for that claims also. Similarly, this is another novel insulation pan. My father-in-law was earlier suffering with sugar, so because of the age factor, he normally forgot that whether he has taken his insulin or not. So this is one of the idea which I have with my one of my colleagues from the pharmacy department. So we came with an pen which has some ejector is there, some laser is there. That laser will first touch the skin, and after that the injection, the insulin will be injected, and that laser it has some point on the skin, and depending on that grayish area or the like its valid its density, we can find out that okay, this insulin laser impact is fresh, so I have taken my insulin. This is how this novel insulin pen is going to work. So now the next question is, what can be patentable? Anything under the sun that is made by man is patentable. This chair, this specs, this specs frames, even the material of this glass, uh, my anything else, this desktop, even if you can have even a pen, we have a single pen, this pen is also patented. Its process, its design, and the machine from where this mold can be made. So there are in a single patent we can file 3 4 patents. Its brand name. Earlier we used the Renault, so that Renault, that name is again the uh, patentable. So the machine from which that mold can be generated is patentable. So the requirement of the patent is utility, novelty, its originality, and the description for particular claim. So, for example, we can have overlapping of different IP protection. Like I have discussed that there may be the patent, there may be design patent, there may be copyright, trademark. So in this bottle of Coca-Cola, you can have that the bottle shape is a design patent. The content or the drink, combination of that drink is the utility patent, and the trademark of the bottle shape and the Coke, that is written Coca-Cola, and copyright on advertisement, that short movie which I also shared, that movie is also patentable. So copyright on the advertisement and promotion of its ads is also there. And but obvious the trade secret on the formula of making this combination of drink with the vitamins. So this is how in this single one bottle of Coke has overlapping of so many patents. Similarly, this Harpic bottle, its cap, it is double skewed. So this cap so that the youngsters or the young children or the kids cannot use this as a drink. So this is how the overlapping of different copyrights or IP protection is there. Ruafza bottle, earlier it was made up of glass, but now it is made up of plastic. Its combination is again a trade secret. Bottle shape, the logo, everything is trademarking. Similarly, the KFC, its banner, its trademark, its trade secret, all are there as a copyright protection. Similarly, trademark example is Maggie, Coca-Cola, Adidas, their symbol, Apple is there. There are different indication also, like geographical indication. We have this is Professor Vanessa, this is all the Indian tradition we have. So depending upon the state to state, like we have basmati rice, we have anguri petha of Agra, Kolhapuri chappal, Jaipuri soup. So depending upon that particular state to state, we can have geographical identification. The tea leaves of Darjeeling, it is again the geographical indication and it can be patentable. So this is how that patent we can, as a teacher, what are the benefit to file a patent. So as per the UGC norm, we can have the patent number is much more than that of publishing any area like this. We have 10 number of patents, policy document. Like in my previous assignment, we have filed. Recently, we all are working from home, so my university has filed the documentation for that policy. Working from home, what is the policy? How that particular faculty can be come under that policy. So this is all the things which are the literatures connected to me, to my organization, to you, to your organization. That policy, that poems, that literature, everything is patentable. So even we have filed some of the copyrights on the COVID-19 is we all have heard. So we come with one more idea which is also copyrighted. It is COVID-20, the solution for COVID-19, like that. So it is your imagination how to go optimistically to solve the solutions for a particular problem. So this is how related. So this is my last slide. We have to just imagine, think. So I have here defined imagine as the innovative step that uses our brain as magic box to come with different ideas. Like as a mom, we come with different recipes. No doubt we have some conventional recipes during this COVID era. We have used so many recipes. Every YouTube is now filled with returning moms recipes. So this is how we can use, and that solution to the problem is more authentic, it is gainful, it is creative, novel, and easy to use for the user. So this is how I can go. So I think we can go out and start inventing something. So let's the challenge of comments. Search the problem, search for the solution of the problem, which earlier we are just doing, ignoring that problems. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this interesting presentation. I'm pretty sure each of us learned a lot. And you will moderate, right? Or you will look at. You can look also about on comments. And Preeti is the most interested in asking you questions. So you can look at comments, or you can read for her comments. And the last few minutes we can devote to questions and answers. Yeah. Who will be reading questions? Can you read questions? Comments?
Yes.
Or in comments. You can click on comments. And Preeti, you can pick up mic and ask questions, because you have the most important questions. Look, she had a lot of questions.
Preeti, you are asking me to explain for the previous slide. Could you please tell me?
I have given the mic to ma'am. She will explain her question. Yeah.
Great.
So it's very nice connecting with you, Preeti ma'am. So yes.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity. And it was very interesting session that was, as a mother who is juggling everything, and I was so surprised you were able to do inventions also in that. And might be because where am I failing to do an invention to connect it? Mine is only ideator, this thing. And so how do you take out time, and how can we do ourselves? Because we, apart from our job roles and management roles or whatever it is, I just realized, like what you told, what, why, and everything. I just realized I was a biomedical engineer who later, 2 decades back, who moved into management, for hospital management. I did that. I worked both the industries. Then I went into IT industries because of the pressure, family pressure, every commitment. So I'm a diversified person, and I just 2 decades back, I don't have any engineering knowledge. Auto analyzer servicing I was doing back to. That time it was component based. Now it is board level. Now technology has moved. If I want to go back to biomedical, I'm now aware I was able to connect with so many users, so many ideas are there. But the technology has changed so much, and getting into project management, I can do consulting, everything. I realized I'm an engineer by core. That will ignite my passion, because I'm now a lost chicken running around here and there. After seeing this, I realized, oh, this is what I am. So how will you guide a person, an engineer who has lost a track and finally
Definitely
realized, she
not.
has recalibrated, realized, oh, this is what she is, that will make her happy and peaceful and able to manage everything. So I think there will be many lost souls like me also, who will be looking for a mentor who can brush up themselves and who can bring out the best innovative engineer or whatever it is from these returning moms.
Definitely, ma'am. And thank you, Preeti ma'am. I have attended during I think I have presented my idea also during this workshop. So Professor Vanessa and Preeti, I think Preeti is during my presentation. So I have participated in Ideathon also. No doubt, this is in this event. So my two ideas have been shortlisted for the next round. So I am very crazy. So I think I am ready to participate irrespective of my age. So I think it's a naughtiness in me when I enjoy the things. I'm like, so for instance, I have recently I was there something there in by for I have visited one of the universities in Rajasthan. So my talk is there, and that talk is around 2 hours. So I feel that during that time, because it is high-ended meeting, so no lab instructor is there. So I was forced to change the slide. So I have to keep 2 hours standing. So being the age factor, like bracket start ho gaya. So then I realized I put the question on the audience of 100 faculty members. Have you realized that as a guest, I am standing 2 hours in front of you just because your projector has not attached with the computer system, which we can interact both isolation so that we can use the remote with the projector. So this is the small things we can identify. So in that room only, there are 40 faculty members who are going for that idea phone, and that 40 ideas are from the projector, from that problem only, how to correlate the function of projector and the laptop. So this is how we are going to identify. I'm very impressed about your project management as a trainer, as a speaker. So during that project management, I think there are so many things to do to identify. So you are having hundreds of idea maps. So it's just a brushing up, and just want to share that my more than 50% of ideas are related to mechanical field only. So my in my earlier job profile, HOD in mechanical is was always come to my office to fight with me. How dare you can file the patent in my area? So I said you don't identify, you are not able to identify the problem in your area. I have identified, so I have the solution. So these ideas are not biomedical or electrical related. This is the user friendly, how we can adapt. Basically, it is the searching for that problem. Idea will be definitely there.
Yeah, ideas we can. Thank you, Doctor, for detailed thing. Ideas we can also, because this conference gave me an idea about, and my current condition of casual like getting into self isolation mode for a small visit to mall, and I just realized that there are a lot of COVID. We are in the pandemic of COVID, and I just realized there should be a windshield, because I was wearing N95 masks and the face shield. If there was a sensor, it would have alerted them already, because every country has their own a contact tracing machine. So if they had alerted them, and I would have also been alerted, hey, there is an isolation room, don't enter, or the guard is, because sometimes when you're too focused, we don't see the challenges. So I just came up with this particular idea. So if you have a sensor which can alert, and the heat map which can alert the mall security guard, he can just automatically contact the person and close it. And we have the artificial intelligence, the data sets of lot of other countries variant symptoms, so we can make it more interactable, like the screen can know this sort of virus itself. Those are things what I suddenly felt. And now when I heard your intellectual property, this is an intellectual property which I developed based on my current experience.
We as mom are more intelligent more have a sense to identify the problem related to our husband, related to kitchen, related to kids, related to elders in the family. So, but we have to ignite ourselves. So, I have just shared my number. I am happy to be working with you, to assist with you. It's my pleasure if I can do any single help or anything for you. So, I have just shared my number in the chat box.
Okay. I'll just and it is there in the comment section, ma'am. You can just, otherwise I'll connect myself in the LinkedIn. You can find me in LinkedIn. I would like to, so because you might be in the college, university, something, so you will be able to know which is a guide who can help you, or what are the mentor or patent to be followed. Because this exercise, the whole conference gave me the investors, what they will be looking, and so many information I was able to gather. And women basically won't be very good in networking, so they might lose out. And I have been interacting with the session, so that there will be many hidden moms who will be hesitant to ask the question. So once my questions, way of asking you queries across all the meetings was making sure those hidden moms will be able to listen. Oh, there is one source, MIC, there is one source, Niti Aayog, there is one source, think tank, there where I can search. There is one source as US patent for kids. That is, so they were able to ask. Otherwise, if none would have asked, people would have, more women lose out because they don't know. They take loans from only the banks, but they don't know there is investors who are willing to invest you. We need to find angel investors who are the right person for you to promote you. Rather, you go to a man who might not be able to invest because you are not able to see a return on investment. Like, as I saw your product of the cooker, I realized it because I always burn my hand and everything. Because
Yeah,
the first
I have seen your comments.
usability issue, what I'm saying, because for the first house, I don't use it because immediately when morning the pressure is high, I take the cooker. I have already burnt myself,
It is
and I have
common
done.
in here. It is common in here, ma'am. Same
I saw
problem.
a machine of four cooker with four things. Definitely, I might not be able to take it up because sorry for saying, because too much of juggling, the taste will and quality will go off. Because I make multiple things. When you make multiple things, the quality will go. Because for having so our end users have children and husband, they will say you are making only fast food. You are not making fine dining, palatable food. Anyone can feed everyone, but having a very wonderful palette of food that is eating, they will cherish that mom who has given it. No? You're cooking it, but we need to. So that is the point which I felt the four stove cooker, which you had used. From the usability point is what I have given you feedback. I think many of us also will have, because they will be meticulous way they will be doing things. Give the best, but they should remember it. So you had done from effective way of doing it. So these are things, and I would definitely like to connect with you because I can sense the passion what I am having with you. And this mom is at least actionable. She's putting it in the actions and she bring it. Whereas I do a lot of jugards. Like if it is not working, I use simple common sense, like something like a rubber band to close the door so that the cats won't get into the. I'm not doing any inventions here, but I just give a quick fix for it.
For Professor Ramalata, who is with us and who is general chair of this conference, Professor Ramalata, this is the best takeaways from your conference. So pretty summarized beautifully, and making that connection with the speaker and making that mentoring connection is just exactly what is the purpose of. And Professor Ramalata, you can comment.
Yes, actually, I have been observing in every session how Preeti has been asking questions, and I'm really amazed at the passion she has on invention and other things. And I'm sure, as Inderpreet Kaur, she is one of our We Power products. I am proud to say, because she said in the beginning, when I called her and asked her to give a talk here, she said, I will be happy to, because the STEMCom We Power course has given me the courage to face public, and I'm ready to speak anytime you want. So I think like that, whatever we do, if it creates an impact on the people, I'm really happy. I'm really thankful to God that it happened. So I would like to thank Preeti also for the same.
Exactly. Confidence is absolutely one of the keys for secret and for this success. So confidence, and you demonstrated both already incredible confidence. So go for it. Go for it. And as Professor Ramlata summarizes and beautifully, this is, if I would be in your, I am advisor, but this is something gorgeous, observing alive that wonderful connection, that wonderful inspiration of the speaker and motivation. This is just the best what we can take.
Yes. Attending all the sessions today has given me that idea that really all the volunteers and all the committee members, advisors, everyone who has supported me has not supported me in vain. It has been really useful, and whoever has attended these sessions, I'm sure they will follow up and connect with us and definitely give us their impact also. I'm hoping for that. So thank you so much. I would like to thank first Bozanna also, because she was the first one to give me that conference by getting a sponsor from IEEE Control System Society. The sponsorship was given last year itself for this conference, you know.
Yeah.
It was because of Bozanna. My God, amazing personality.
I can say I believe, and what you today demonstrated is the most rewarding, because this is exactly what I believe. This is what I exactly believe that should be. Network was born during this conference already, and we will observe outputs. So this is just exactly what should be. So Professor Ramalata, congratulations on ideas, because today's workshop was about ideas, and you are that creator of these ideas, and you put in place, and this is what we observe as output. And it will be only, and all women like Preeti will absolutely benefit tremendously. And this is what I always say: if we can touch even one person, even one, and make impact, we can justify our efforts.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you very much, Ramlatha ma'am, for providing me such a wonderful platform. You are really, really an inspiration for all the moms, including the return moms. God bless you.
Every one of us is. Thank you so much, Inderpreet.
And thank you, volunteers, especially Ramneek, Gaurav, and Deepak.
And our moderator, and Ramanik is driving, and speaker, you've done outstanding.
Thank you, Naman. Thank you.
I will be following more in details your path. It's amazing. It's amazing creativity, innovation, and all this put together. You know, I always say I believe in 5 C's, and first is curiosity, and then creativity, what you emphasize, and then connections and communications that we observe alive. We observe alive, and then collaboration. You will be collaborating, so what can be better? Yeah, thanks. This is my joy, and thank you very much. It's time to close. Professor Ramalata and our moderator, whoever would like to speaker, whoever would like to close, make the last comment, please.
Yeah, Deepa will be closing, but I would like to thank Naman for jumping in immediately. As soon as I said I need a technical volunteer immediately. And thank you, Gaurav, for being there for the whole session and helping us. And Deepa ma'am, I think you are the one. Hello?
Yeah, Deepa. Yeah.
Okay. Deepa ma'am,
thank you. Big thank you.
Please continue with giving all the mementos and other things, please.
I've given her the mic. I've given her the mic. Yeah.
Naman, I think
Okay, I will
you
share.
want to take the pictures also.
Okay. Thank you, Deepa ma'am. It was great.
I will share it now. As a token of gratitude, please accept a memento, ma'am. Inderpreet ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for spending this much time with us, and it's a nice session.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you all for participating.
Thank you.
So tomorrow.
Let's have a graffiti together. Yeah, ma'am. Let's have a graffiti together to capture this moment.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
Yeah. Just click on take a photo. Nine people have done. Still waiting for some more. I hope I should close it now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. Ramlata ma'am, you may proceed now. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Tomorrow we are starting the sessions late only. So, Bozanna, it will be okay for you, I think. It will not be too early morning.
At what time we will start?
So we will be starting at noon only. So which means that
it's okay.
So it is 11:30 a.m. So probably it will be around 10 p.m. 9 p.m. for you, I think.
Excellent. Wonderful.
So you can be there.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
What is the MYT time? Because I am 2.5 hours ahead of India.
Yeah. So 11:30 a.m. It is going to be 11:30 a.m. So it should be around 1 o'clock, 1:30.
11:30, 1 o'clock. Yeah, 1 o'clock.
But
because Ramlik sends sorry.
No, you start conference at 11:30 tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So everything will be like shifted. Yeah.
Not exactly shifted. We have reduced the sessions because we want to have the closing ceremony, and also tomorrow is Sunday. So we thought that not many people will be getting up early and they would not be willing to do that. So that's why.
Very thoughtful of you. Can you see this adaptation? This is exactly my area of research. Stochastic adaptive control. You adapt, you learn, and you adapt. Wow.
Then only we have success. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. See you
Have a
tomorrow.
nice day. Bye. See you tomorrow.
So much.
Yes.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you. Ramalata ma'am.
Deepa?
Kumarappan's are details is available with you?
Nityavati ma'am said she will collect it. Let me check it and come back to you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Once again,
Bye-bye.
thank you all.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Ma'am, I just want Inderpreet Kaur, which university or college you are teaching?
Ma'am, I have started my own startup. It is at iGen Edu Solutions. I'm working as now entrepreneur.
What is the name, ma'am? Idea?
IGEN.
Can you type it so that where I can find you?
I will send you the request. It's on LinkedIn.
Okay, ma'am.
iGen. It's
Okay, ma'am.
iGen.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you,
Okay,
ma'am.
God bless you. Bye.
Thank you. All the best,
Okay,
ma'am.
we will stay in touch, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe.